Zuma's MK party fires 20 of its members of parliament. Former President Jacob Zuma's uMkhonto Wesizwe MK party has fired at least 20 of its members of parliament MPs without any clear explanation. In a letter dated August 3, 2024, National Assembly Speaker Togo Didiza wrote to the members to inform them that she had received correspondence from the party's chief whip, Sihle Ngubane, saying that their membership has been terminated and they could no longer serve in parliament. IOL reached out to the party spokesperson Ndlela for more details, but his phone was not answered and he hadn't replied to WhatsApp texts sent to him. The dismissals come days after the party, for the second time, fired Arthur Zwane as its Secretary General. This is less than a month after he was reinstated to the position. Zwane was fired earlier last month together with the Treasurer General Danisa Zulu. Zwane replaced former Secretary General Sihle Ngubane, who was deployed to Parliament. In a letter directed to Zwane, Zuma told him that he was fired because of misleading the party. However, details on how Zwane misled the party remained unclear. I refer to the letter I wrote to you on June 28, in which I, Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma, as president of the uMkhonto Wesizwe MK party, expressed my decision to you to relieve you from the position of Secretary General of the party. I therefore reconfirm my earlier decision to you and thus expect you to cooperate fully with my decision and desist from continuing to serve in this capacity. Furthermore, owing to your conduct of misleading the party, I reserve the right to expel you from the party with immediate effect, the letter read. 3 weeks after being named the party's Secretary General in June, Zwane resigned, citing an inability to handle the workload, but Zuma allegedly rejected his resignation. In the last 2 weeks, I have realized that the volume of work in my office is huge and beyond my limits, especially because I have other competing business interests that I'm pursuing, Zwane said in his letter. But it was later revealed that Zwane only resigned because he was expelled. On the other hand, Deputy President Paul Mashatile sworn in as acting president of South Africa. Deputy President Paul Mashatile has been sworn in as the acting president of South Africa by Constitutional Court Justice Nonkosi Soliswa Mhlantla. This morning I was sworn in by Constitutional Court Justice Nonkosi Soliswa Mhlantla as the acting president of the Republic of South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa is on a working visit to the Republic of Angola. This appointment follows President Cyril Ramaphosa's visit to the Republic of Angola, where he will meet with President João Manuel Gonçalves Lourenço for a working visit. According to a statement released by Vincent Mangwenya, spokesperson to Ramaphosa, he is being accompanied by Minister of International Relations Ronald Lamola and Defense Minister INJIBS. During the visit, several key issues will be discussed between the two heads of state. Mangwenya said the two heads of state will use the occasion of working visit to reflect on the bilateral relationship between the two countries, which share very deep historical ties rooted in the liberation struggle against colonialism and apartheid. The leaders will also share perspectives on issues of regional mutual interest, including the situation in the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, and on the regional and continental efforts aimed at resolving the conflicts that are plowing the continent. Following his visit to Angola, Ramaphosa is scheduled to attend the 44th Ordinary Summit of the Southern African Development Community SADC Heads of State and Government in Zimbabwe. The SADC Summit is a key event responsible for setting the overall policy direction and overseeing the functions of community, thereby making it the primary policy-making institution within SADC. In addition to the summit, Ramaphosa will honor an invitation from Zimbabwean President Emmerson Mnangagwa to embark on a working visit to Zimbabwe, where he will attend the official opening of the 11th edition of the Zimbabwe Agricultural Show. As acting president, Mashatile will assume presidential duties while Ramaphosa is abroad. Meanwhile, EFF speaks on the rising rates of statutory rape and calls for immediate government action. The Economic Freedom Fighters EFF expressed their outrage of the alarming increase in statutory rape cases across South Africa. The party highlighted the troubling statistics that more than 2,700 girls aged between 10 and 14 gave birth at public health care facilities during the 2023-2024 financial year. EFF spokesperson Leanne Merthes said the highest numbers are in KwaZulu-Natal with 610 cases, followed by Gauteng with 430, the Eastern Cape with 395, and Limpopo with 375. This is a clear indication of a society plagued by predators who exploit children, many of whom are forced into these dire situations by the crippling effects of poverty. In the same period, nearly 120,000 girls between the age of 15 and 19 gave birth in the same public health care facilities. KwaZulu-Natal once again led other provinces with 30,478 pregnancies, followed by Gauteng with 19,406, Limpopo with 16,262, and the Eastern Cape with 15,827. These statistics are a damning indictment of the ANC government's failure to protect the most vulnerable in our society. Parents or carers of these children do not lay criminal charges of statutory rape often because of financial compensation from the child rapists. This leaves girls' children unprotected by their family and with no agency to protect themselves, Matthews said. The EFF calls on the government to utilize its power to investigate and prosecute statutory rape cases. The statement emphasizes the role of 4 key government department bases: education, social development, health, and the South African Police Service SAPS in addressing this issue. Legislation empowers government departments to act on these child rapists regardless of whether their victims lay charges or not. The government is responsible for violating children's rights to justice and protection. This display of hatred for children by the government fuels child rapists to continue with impunity, Matthews added. The EFF also demanded the establishment of specialized courts to handle these cases with urgency and severity and called for an increased number of social workers in schools and clinics to create sanctuaries for young girls and women. The EFF will, through its GBV desk, lay charges against all government departments that have participated in preparing official statistics reports on child pregnancy, yet failed to lay charges on statutory rape. It will not be on our watch that the government will report on the number of statutory rape cases without ensuring justice for the child victims, Matthews said. The statement concludes with a resolute commitment from the EFF to hold the government accountable and to ensure the protection and justice for all affected children. And that's it from INJIBS Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.